What do you want?
You're listening to the DBM production empire, backed with content, millions of downloads, taking the world by force. Join the empire today at dbmpe.com.
Groovy.
This week on Stupid's Talking Stupid, we have Facebook meth that's tainted. Alabama's teachers need a course on not touching their students. And Noah's Ark just giving you treasures in your own backyard? This week and more. Hey DJ on the ones and twos, give me some news.
Stupid's Talking Stupids on the DVM production empire. I'm Patrick.
I'm Bear.
And we are back. We read the stupid, so you don't gotta. Yeah.
This week we're starting off with a nice little doozy.
Particularly stupid.
It's particularly stupid because it targeted the kind of people that would fall for it. And sure enough, someone did. So there's a police department in Granite Shoals, Texas.
Okay.
Which I guess is in the center of the state.
Probably Texas.
So they posted a hoax, I guess you can say, or if nothing else, the laziest sting operation ever.
It's great.
So they made this post on Facebook. Breaking news: area meth and heroin supply possibly contaminated with Ebola. Meth and heroin recently brought in to Central Texas, as well as the ingredients used to make it, could be contaminated with the life-threatening disease Ebola. If you have recently purchased meth or heroin in Central Texas, please take it to the local police or sheriff department so it can be screened with a special device. Do not use it until it has been properly checked for possible Ebola contamination. Contact any Granite Shoals PD officer for testing. Please share in hopes we get this information to anyone who has any contaminated meth or heroin that needs testing.
Or missing a chromosome.
It's one of those things where you
So good.
like you expect a police department to make like an April Fool's post. This happened a couple weeks ago.
This is great. It's so great.
Thing.
So what happened? Did anybody bring their contaminated meth in?
Well, as it turns out, 2 days later, a concerned citizen brought her drugs to the police station so they could test it.
Yeah.
And there she found out there's no such thing for them to be doing that, and she got arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance.
That's awesome. Hi. Yeah, I read the Facebook post.
Oh, come on in.
Yeah, so I would like you to screen my illegal drugs.
Oh, do you have them with you?
I just so happen to have them on me, which is, I possess them, if you will.
Could you show them to me real quick?
Sure. Here are my possessed controlled substances. Can you test them to make sure they don't have Ebola? Because I want to go get high as fuck.
I don't know how to break this to you.
What? Oh my God, is there Ebola?
We were lying.
What? But you're the police.
I know, but it was kind of funny.
Okay, well, you got me. I'm just going to take my drugs and go.
Oh, whoa, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
You cannot leave.
I can. I'm Ebola free. I'm allowed to go.
No. I mean, it's great that you're Ebola free, but we have to charge you.
Isn't it though? Isn't it great?
It is great, but we have to charge you
a fee for checking. It didn't say that on my Facebook.
Ma'am, there's no fee.
Oh, perfect. It's free. I'll be much like myself.
No,
free.
I feel
free
like
to go.
You are misunderstanding what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
You are under arrest.
I'm under arrest.
Yes.
No, my heart feels fine. There's no cardiac arrest.
I'm going to put handcuffs on you.
Oh, well, we don't really even know each other yet. Do you mind if I take my meth first?
Okay. I'm going to need you to give me that meth.
Okay.
And then we're going to charge you with a crime.
Oh. Well, there's no other real way to take that so much as you're just going to charge me with a crime?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's entrapment.
Which is what a lot of people were complaining about. They said, you posted this on Facebook, and then someone fell for it. Maybe she's not all there. I mean, she is taking meth, but at the same time, she might also not be right.
Oh, no.
We haven't got...
Probably 100% chance of that.
I mean, I feel like if you're the kind of person that's habitually using meth...
Yeah.
Getting busted by a Facebook post doesn't seem that far-fetched.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, it's the middle of Texas. You're frying in the heat. The sun's out all the time.
You're taking meth.
Which is arguably worse than being in the sun the whole time. But, yeah, this woman fell for this post. Like, you kind of hear about these things. You know, people posting these kind of things and people just falling for it. Like, cops, they set up traps for people where people with open warrants.
Right.
You know, they're not turning themselves in. A great way to do that is to contact them as hey, you've won a sweepstakes.
Right.
And they just show up like, hey, I'm here for my winnings. Like, by the way, you're arrested.
Oh, but there's also winnings, right?
The winnings
Like, you'll hold on to the winnings until I get out of jail?
There are no winnings.
Oh, but you said there were.
I lied. You said you'd show up to court.
True.
I feel like this is even.
Pretty much.
But yeah, this woman, 29-year-old woman.
Oh, okay. Got her whole life ahead of her.
No, not really. She's 29.
In jail.
She's 29 and in jail for the...
Sounds like a TLC show. Get this woman an agent.
I didn't know I was doing anything wrong. It's like I didn't know I was pregnant. I didn't know that was illegal.
I was worried about the people, and I was worried about Ebola.
Yeah, I didn't... Like, how would Ebola survive in meth? Would it become super Ebola? Like, would the Ebola just be eating the meth going, oh my god, this is amazing. I can smell colors.
Point out your sting plot holes elsewhere.
I'm just saying, what kind of super Ebola are they imagining in their mind?
I don't think they're imagining much.
You don't think there's methed out Ebola somewhere?
I don't think so.
I mean, I feel like you're just not broadening your horizons enough.
I think I'm not on meth, so...
Well, then you won't get busted in Central Texas when they post something on Facebook about it.
Perfect.
But...
Good Lord.
But some other things that some stupid people are doing right now.
Oh, sure.
There was a Senate bill introduced, Senate Bill 274, in the state of Alabama by Senator Cam Ward.
Okay.
Now,
is he a quarterback? Is he a quarterback for the NFL?
No. You were thinking of someone else.
Okay.
This is a Republican representative from Alabama.
Did they have Democrat representatives from Alabama?
You know, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I could not say. But so now, the last time we talked about something crazy in the legal system, it was someone proposing a bill to recognize magic as a national treasure.
Sha-sha.
What could possibly Senator Cam Ward want to be made official?
Oh, God. Dukes of Hazzard Day.
You are close. He actually wants to have a bill that requires teachers to take a refresher course on not having sex with students.
Oh. Not to?
Yeah, how not to?
You just don't.
But apparently they don't remember, so they need an hour-long refresher.
Okay, y'all, sit down, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run this down. It is not okay to have sex with the children that you are teaching.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
What if that student's super hot?
Ooh, that's a good question. Everybody hear Cletus's question? What is if they are super hot? Still not okay.
Okay, but, ma'am.
Yes, Cletus.
What if they ask for it?
Ooh, other good question. Still not allowed. I'm just glad you're asking these. These are all good questions, y'all.
Okay, I got another question.
Okay, Cletus, go ahead. Boy, you're really interested in this subject. This is just supposed to be a refresher, but...
What happens if they're dressed kind of slutty and I look at them and I want to touch them?
Ooh. Okay, guys. Seriously, well, first of all, we don't use words like slutty. We use words
what if
like...
she's dressed like a total hoe bag that wants to slob me?
There you go. That's the best. That's the word right there. That's the correct terminology, if you were. You're still not allowed.
I feel like there's all these rules.
Yeah, I know. It's blame the government.
This is half the reason I became a teacher.
What was the other half?
You know, I think it was just 100% about the kids. Yeah.
I was going to say maybe the look in the eye of a child when they learn something, but no. I think
like they learn that they have to work for this extra credit. You know what I'm saying?
High fives all around. Yeah, you should know not to do that.
But apparently there has been enough people talking to him that he has decided that this is a proactive measure.
I would love to be the person that does that class, because it's always super hot women. Like, super hot teachers.
Yes.
Like,
but I believe this is for every teacher, not just the hot teachers that you see having sex.
Well, I can ignore the other people. Just be like...
You realize it's mostly not those hot teachers, though.
No, I don't realize that at all.
Okay, if it were like... If you go to college and there's like 100 person theater,
okay,
and there are people sitting in there,
right,
you'll have 95 people that you are not
sexually attracted to
at all, because they're either men, older women that you just don't care about. The other 5, well, you just have no chance with.
Because I'm not 16?
Yes.
Oh. Well,
so,
then never mind. I hereby withdraw my request to be the leader of that seminar.
Okay. Now that we've freed up your schedule,
yes,
we can read up the next of this. So, I mean, it was actually, Senate Bill 274 was cleared by the Senate Education Policy Committee.
Well, thank God. You don't want to be pro doing it with your students.
No,
that'll be a contentious issue in your next primary.
So now we get to the committee chairman, Dick Brubaker.
Dick Brubaker, great name.
He abstained from the voting on that bill initially, but he said he was going to vote against it when it got to the floor.
Why?
I mean, he says it's because it's insulting to educators, which I'm 99% inclined to agree with him. But the other 1% is he was a teacher when he was 22, teaching these 17 and 18-year-olds. So it's like, well, is there a skeleton in your closet you're trying to hide?
You got priors.
Like, no, this is insulting to educators.
I was an educator.
It's pretty. I mean, I 100% understand where he's coming from. Like, I get it. It is really insulting. There's like 1 or 2 people in the
I've been
state.
married to my wife for years. Oh, yeah? How old are you? 45? How old is she? 40. Oh.
You guys went to the same school? Well, in a way.
In a way. We
carpooled.
We carpooled. Her parents didn't know it.
Yeah. Not only was I her driver's ed teacher, but I also logged her all those hours when she was practicing. So you're welcome, parents.
So, yeah.
I got her out of your hair.
I did that for you.
No, but I mean, I understand where he's coming from, because it is insulting. It'd be like if everyone in Chicago had to sit down and have a 1-hour seminar and saying, "Hey, don't shoot people."
We should.
But the people that are gonna ignore it aren't gonna benefit from it, and the people that aren't gonna do it, right? But what is it gonna do? You're gonna tell some hot teacher, "Don't have sex with kids," and she's like, "Well, now that I've been told not to, I can't help."
You really think that was the missing thing? The fact that they were told not to is going to turn them to statutory rape?
No, I'm thinking,
if only we hadn't had that.
Why does there have to be a separate meeting of saying, "Hey, don't have sex with kids," because you know how it's wrong? Well, we're just here to remind you that it's wrong.
I think a couple of well-worded posters with the "hang in there" cat might.
Maybe an email blast.
I don't know.
With some quotes at the bottom.
I think it's a crazy-ass world.
Some Alanis Morissette lyrics.
Yeah, which song?
Just your pick. It's a random generator, so each email gets its own.
Isn't it ironic that you shouldn't have sex with your kids? It's like rain on your wedding day.
It's like rain on their childhood.
It's a free ride to jail.
I don't know that anymore.
I don't really know anymore. I got one hand in my pocket, and the other one should be there as well, not touching a child.
What was that song she wrote for Dave Coulier?
Oh my God. Which one was it?
Right.
I want you to know
that I'm going to touch your kids.
That I'm leaving your children alone.
She's the spokesperson for this.
I want nothing but the best for their education. Unless she is 16 and then she is kind of hot. Anyway, good Lord.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Cam Ward, the person who proposed it, said that
Tennessee Titans fullback Cam Ward. Got it.
You picked the wrong team, the wrong position. That's the wrong
Doesn't that sound like Tennessee number 43, Tennessee Titans linebacker Cam Ward?
No.
No?
No.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Take a
But
second.
yeah, he said the legislation came from a conversation with education groups. So it was probably a bunch
I'm
of
here,
church
you
groups.
guys. I'm here to hear what y'all are thinking about. You know, coming down from the State House, you know, you guys are some of my top priority. What is on the minds of all you education groups?
I want to fuck a child.
Ooh, that was abrupt, Cletus.
He goes to all the meetings.
He does.
He's so active in the community.
He's so active. Cletus, that was abrupt. Maybe we should talk about a seminar.
They're just my students, so it's okay.
Oh, yeah. No, not still okay. We should probably do a seminar.
No, but I have power over them.
Oh, of course you do. And I see that. Oh, yeah, we're probably going to have to do a seminar. Oh, Lord. I don't see it as insulting. Honestly, it's one of those things. It's like sexual harassment. I have no desire to sexually harass somebody. However, it'd probably be best for people to know that they couldn't. So then you don't get the argument. Well, nobody explicitly said I couldn't have sex with my students.
I mean, the law says that.
Well,
Am I supposed to know all the laws?
well, I don't know all the laws.
What, am I a lawyer? You gotta say it that way.
Lawyer.
If I'm being Cletus, I gotta say it that way.
Calm down, Cletus.
But yeah, Ward was saying there are a lot of things in society that we used to not have to worry about that we do now.
Ebola-laced meth.
Technology has changed. So this comes to mind, the story of the student who took a teacher's cell phone,
Oh, yeah.
she had nude pictures of herself that she sent to her husband on her own personal cell phone.
Right.
Her personal cell phone was just sitting on her desk at school. The student went over to the desk, grabbed the phone, sent the pictures to himself, and then started sending them around to everyone else.
And she
got fired.
right.
And he wasn't in trouble. He's finally starting to get in trouble for it.
Finally.
But for the longest time, he was skating by just fine. And because she got her phone broken into, that she got fired.
You know what that kid's name is? Cletus.
Well, at least his father.
Yeah. Teaching my boy. Good enough for me, good enough for my boy.
I mean, and they do cite a couple instances, like just this month alone. East Limestone High assistant football coaches Terry Stinson, Devin
Limestone
Robinson
High.
were arrested by the Limestone County Sheriff's
Oh,
Office
the
for allegedly having sex with a different student. And then the same week, Decatur High School teacher Carrie Cabri-Witt was arrested for allegedly having sex with at least 2 students.
What did Carrie Cabri-Witt look like? Do we know?
I didn't look her up.
I'm gonna look her up. I bet she's hot.
Yeah. I bet you do think that.
What is it? Carrie
Yes.
Cabri.
It's like Capri, but with a B. So yeah, the Senate Bill 274.
WITT.
Yes. The bill would establish the Educator-Student Interaction Training Act and require 1 hour of training per year for educators on appropriate and inappropriate interaction between them and students. The training would be required to cover state laws and state and local police and best practices.
I mean, nobody looks good in their mugshot, but
some people do, and when they do, the internet loses its fucking mind over it.
true. But
Yeah, they want to cover the best practices regarding sexual or romantic contact between educators and students, social media interactions outside school settings,
Right.
and the use of physical restraint in the classroom. Which right there, I was like, oh, so we went from inappropriately touching kids to just bondage in the classroom.
No, I think it's like if like there's a fight or something, they're not allowed to grab somebody or I don't know.
Now, you're going to be the voice of reason.
I'm just saying.
After everything else, you're like, well, it actually makes sense.
Listen, it's not my fault.
Because, like I said, it's kind of insulting.
Do teach Jenny. Don't have sex with Jenny.
Teach, don't touch.
Teach, don't touch.
Now they're going to take my
Learn,
stupid.
don't lean on.
There's a Minnesota cafe owner. I'm glad we did this redemption because one of the stories we were going to do was about Minnesota and it was unfavorable.
Right.
And I'm from Minnesota, so every time I see something like someone does something stupid, I'm like, god damn it, them again. But anyway, a Minnesota cafe owner, he gave a homeless man a job instead of kicking him out.
Oh, that's nice.
So I mean, there's a homeless man who went into Abby's Cafe.
Abby's Cafe?
Well, it's just, I don't know, because the Kezia Abigail's Cafe?
Sure.
So, I don't know if they have a weird pronunciation.
Abigail.
So we'll just say Abby's Cafe. The homeless man, his name is Marcus, apparently he has a lot of felonies. Lived on the street since he was 16. So he can't really get a job. Once you start down that path, it's kind of
right.
hard. Not a lot of people want to hire felons. They have their reasons. But no one wants to hire it for it, so he has to resort to begging. And, what's his name? Marcus. Yeah, so the owner, his name is Marcus. He decided to give the man a job. Gave him a couple...
Wait, what's the homeless guy's name?
Oh, wait, no, never mind. The homeless man's name is Marcus.
I was like, they're both named Marcus?
No.
Wait, this is a real Batman moment.
I'm trying to find the guy's name, but this article just
dances around.
I guess his name actually is Kezia Abigail. Like, I think that they named it after themselves.
Oh.
So, we'll call them Abby.
Sure.
So Abby says, you should get a job. He's like, I can't get a job. I have felonies. Well, I'll give you a job. Gave him a brush or a sponge, put him in the kitchen, had him wash dishes for a couple hours. Which, it's nice because he gives him a job, and Marcus said, listen, I'll do anything for food. So gave him a couple hours in the kitchen, wash some dishes, get some food out of it. It's a nice little trade.
Right.
And the gentleman, Marcus was so happy to get, a nice hot sandwich that he immediately wrapped up half of his sandwich and brought it to another homeless person outside.
Oh, that's nice.
So, I mean, it's a good guy, but he's got some felonies.
Yeah.
What were the felonies? It was probably something to do with breaking and entering or something drug-related, things that happen to people when they're on the streets. And he decided that the next day he was going to come back and do it all over again, get a couple more hours in, get fed for it. And now, for the past 2 weeks, he does his shift every day, and Abigail has decided to make the restaurant a permanent job for him. So he has a job as a dishwasher at this restaurant, getting food, and now he's also getting paid for it.
Okay.
And they're helping him out because they're taking 10% of his paycheck to put aside to essentially have a savings for him. So he gets 90% of his paycheck as do whatever you want. 10% is getting saved. So it's a nice little thing to help him along the way when in a way that he wants to work, but no one will hire him.
Right.
Which is it's a problem with a lot of homeless people.
Right.
They get into situations, they come out of it with felonies or looking worse for wear, and then no one really wants to hire them. But this person, they took a risk, and it paid off so far. Nothing bad has happened. It turns out he's, a nice guy. He's just had a rough life.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will be a thing to help him turn it around.
Awesome. Okay, well, we won't blow up the world.
Yeah. We still got some nice people.
That's okay. Still got some people out there. Cletus.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't Minnesota. The story we were going to do.
Right.
is there's a it's so stupid, but there's not that much information on it, so we couldn't really go into it.
Right.
But there is a bar that's being opened that serves exclusively tap water
From other places.
Yeah. Like, you could bottle it from somewhere, and like, oh,
that's just dumb.
This bottled water is from a gas station in Des Moines.
Ooh.
So you know it's going to be fancy.
It's going to be schmancy. Look at that. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't do that.
It's a stupid idea, but apparently it's not even the first time it's been done. This is like the second tap water bar that's been opened.
Ew.
I think the first one they said was part of art installation. Like, we should probably put this into business too.
Yeah, this could be.
And by the way, the tap water, it's free. I don't mean like.
How do they do overhead?
I don't even mean like they're not. It's like, oh, it's tap water, so it's free. It's like, no, they're not charging anyone for anything there.
So dumb. Because then they gotta import it from wherever it's from. They've gotta keep the electricity on.
I don't know.
So dumb. Whatever. Back to blowing up the world. We're back.
Not.
We're not. No, the other guys. That guy's got a job. Okay, we won't.
So, can I get a job there too?
Where?
Washing them dishes.
Sure.
Y'all got some kids?
Wait. Is your name Cletus?
No, it's Beatus.
Well, beat us out of here, because you're not. No, you got priors.
You don't know that.
I do.
I'm gonna go sell my dinosaur fossils.
You do it. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I live in Minnesota.
Would have been more sense for me to do it since I'm from Minnesota.
There you go.
But.
Oh no, you've got priors.
Oh no, you've got priors now. Don't you know?
Don't you know? All right, that's gonna do it for this week. It's Steven's Talking Steven. Where can they find us online?
You can find us individually on Twitter at pnewson42.
Oh, that's me.
Or at Hungry as a Bear. That's me. You can find the DVM Production Empire at DVMP Empire. You can find this podcast on Twitter at Stupid Tweeting. We're getting it going. We have 2 episodes under our belt. This is the 3rd one. We're going to be putting out some more content. Anytime we find something related to the podcast, we will be sharing it.
Yep.
So, like, the sources that we get, with our first episode, we had mentioned that people were talking about Ted Cruz being the Zodiac Killer.
Yep.
And I just found a picture yesterday of someone in a hardware store had arranged all the mailbox letters to say that. And I'm like, nah, it's spreading.
It's spreading. So, yeah, like us on Facebook, and make sure you, like, tell other people. Be like, hey, this is the perfect thing to listen to on the way to work.
Just search for Stupid Talking Stupid.
There you go. And I go to the DVMPE for all the other podcasts that we do. We do Aerocast. We do Flashcast. There's a Better Call Saul one. There's Podcast of Thrones. There's so many other great podcasts and videos and original material that we make on DVMPE.com. That's going to do it for this week. I am Patrick.
I'm Bear.
And we will talk to you later.